Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening sir. Now we are presenting cybersecurity challenge solution and recommendations. This is our group members which are LIEW, Muhammad ZAKWAN bin Muhammad, Maisarah binti Muhammad Kamal and TERN CHIE. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks. It is also known as information technology security or electronic information security. Cybersecurity is also a subset of security, which aims to maintain the availability, confidentiality, and integrity of the data.
Challenge of cybersecurity. First, incident attack. Number 2, Internet of Things attack (IoT), phishing attack, and lastly, software vulnerability attack.
Insider attack. Insider attack is a threat to cybersecurity that originates from within a company. It frequently occurs when someone with access to an organization's network, systems, and data. The main cause of data breaches, traditional cybersecurity strategies, rules, procedures, and systems usually prioritize external dangers above internal ones, leaving the organization vulnerable to intrusions. Difficult for security experts and software to distinguish between appropriate and damaging conduct when an insider already has legal access to the data and systems.
Internet of Things attack (IoT). IoT is a device that usually comes with embedded sensor and various other technologies that allow them to collect data from the physical environment and pass it to the base station, where people monitor the situation and perform action accordingly. IoT attacks are cyber attacks that gain access to user-sensitive data with the help of any IoT device. Attackers usually install malware on the device, harm the device, or gain access to future personal data of the company. For instance, an attacker may gain access to an organization's temperature control system, dodge a security loophole in any IoT device. He can then influence the temperature of the rooms, connect to the appropriate device.
Good day, sir. My name is CHIE, and now I would like to present another challenges for cybersecurity, that is phishing attack. In phishing, a bat is sent out to unsuspecting users in the hopes they will bite into it. Thus, phishing is also known as betting and hooking. The user generally directed to the hostile phishing website by email or instant messaging, which are often looks like the real, genuine financial institution's website. The fake website asks for sensitive information such as the usernames, passwords, and credit card numbers, pretending as an original one. Officials receive the victim information and use it for his own purposes, such as gaining unauthorized access to account or selling it for money. There are some research, and one of that shows that the COVID-19 outbreak and uncertainty in the supply chain contributed to a 2% increase in the phishing attacks between 2019 and 2021.
Good afternoon to Madam and Sir. My name is LIEW. I'm from Assignment Group C. In this video, I'm going to present you about a software vulnerability. What is a software vulnerability? A software vulnerability is a defect in software that could allow an attacker to gain control of a system. This defect can be because of the way the software is designed or because of a flaw in the way that it is coded. So by referring to the image below, this is how the attacker target a vulnerability. First of all, the attacker will using a scanner program to scan the user system, and then the scanner program will tell the attacker what software is on the system, and then is it up to date or is the software is vulnerable. And then when the attacker know what type of the system is, then he will know what type of attack it is to launch for the system. And if a successful attack is occurred, then the attacker is being able to run malicious command on the target system. So the next one will be a common security vulnerability in software. There are two types of software vulnerability in common, which is buffer overflow and SQL injection. In your knowledge, buffer overflow is an attacker can take advantage of this by placing malicious comment into the overflow portion of the data field, which would then execute. Buffer overflow is allow someone to put more data into an input field than what the field is supposed to allow. And then SQL injection is a web application from data field or the XML can both be used by the attacker to insert such specialist design structured query language command to do this action. If the attack is successful, then the attacker is able to retrieve or alter the data from the database of the user.
Solution for insider attack. Firstly, we need to use multi-factor authentication. We need to use implementing strong multi-factor authentication measure to extremely sensitive application within your company. Secondly, we need to secure our desktop. We need to lock down certain parts of our employees' computer apps to help you further prevent threats.
So solution for Internet of Things attack IoT. First, change to a strong password. Hash key are decrypted with the help of software by hacker with a data of popular password and hash keys. The use of a single IP address for login is strongly recommended. And number two, adequate management of IoT device. So all IoT device, network and device should have regular security audits for flaws, firmware update, alerting and reporting.
For one of the solutions to counter phishing attack is to protect our emails from phishing. So to identify the legitimate emails from fraudulent ones by setting up the spam filters such as pilfer, a combination of Cantina anomaly and pilfer with some modifications on it. Second will be the list of restrictions. So we use the blacklist, which can stop the users from surfing spoof websites. The fishnet, which predicts a new malicious website link based on existing blacklist entries and approximate matches between website links and blacklist entries. The third one will be the dynamically block access to such websites using the McAfee Sites Advisor rating and the individual's whitelist, which use a list of familiar sites to each user. Then the third one will be the two-factor and multi-channel authentication. The first one will be the two-factor authentication process, which a user must provide an additional information other than the password, or the BIMO, which is an authentication technique that utilizes two factors, including a bookmark. Lastly will be the multiple communication channels by utilizing a cellular network and internet authentication. And the fourth one will be the log-fast transaction anomalies takedowns. Takedowns where a bank or other organization will be requesting the website hosting service provider to remove the site from the internet. And the transaction anomaly detection system, which is a system that can detect suspicious account activity. And lastly will be an audit trail analysis approach to help a bank detect phishing lures, hooks, and catches.
Then the next is the solution to prevent the software vulnerabilities is by using vulnerability management. This is a process of identifying, evaluating, treating, and reporting on security vulnerabilities in systems that and the software that run on them. This implement alongside other security tactics is vital to organization to prioritize possible threats and minimize their attack surface. And then the next will be an image about and to explain what is the process of the vulnerability management. My first one is detect vulnerabilities. Second, assess the risk, examining the extent of the risk. Third, prioritize remediation is set the priority of fixing vulnerabilities. And then the last one will be a confirm remediation. There will be rescan the system, confirm the vulnerability, and then report the software vulnerability to the system. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
There are some recommendations for the cybersecurity. First will be the aggrandizement and promotion. The cybersecurity skills need to be boosted in IT organizations by arranging training sessions, conferences, research workshops, and seminars. Then, to promote the cybersecurity knowledge, radio advertisements, TV commercials, webinars, online contests, social media links, banners, posters, and other videos about the relevant topic can be used. The second one will be the proper workshop and knowledge session should be conducted by the government to train the global workforce in cybersecurity. So it will be beneficial to provide cybersecurity training workshops in specific domains and to increase the proportion of cybersecurity sections, such as judiciary, law enforcement, and e-governance, and etc. Third one will be the assurance and security policy. The software development technologies and system engineering practices can be devised to protect crucial sectors. A more reliable cybersecurity model is needed to prevent crucial sectors from being compromised. The fourth recommendation is the response and early sensing of malicious program. In order to secure the cyber world from malicious activities, some effective data exchange and fast identification methods need to be followed up. Also, to identify key areas for the capital infrastructure should be done immediately, and a private-public infrastructure should be set up to handle cybercrime activities at the national level. Also, there will be some explicit suggestions to the cybersecurity. Firstly, we should prioritize implementation and development and provide proper training to the government community and to the private sector of the cybersecurity. Secondly, it is essential that the Malaysian government launches the national mission of cyber forensics in order to swiftly prosecute cyber terrorists and criminals.
So in summary for this research report, cybersecurity is a critical in today's digital age as individuals and organizations are constantly at risk of attacks such as phishing, software vulnerabilities, and the Internet of Things and insider attacks. This type of attack can have serious consequences including financial loss, data breach, and damage to a company reputation. Individuals and organizations must implement appropriate security measures and practice to protect themselves from this type of attack. This includes training employees to recognize and prevent phishing attacks, regularly updating software and systems to address vulnerabilities, securing devices on the Internet of Things, and properly review and monitoring insider activities. By taking this step, we can work toward a safer and more secure online environment for everyone. That's all from us. Thank you very much.